What is going on, team? So if you guys have been following me on IG, if you have been looking at my shorts, then you probably know that I got into the digital marketing space. And one of the things that I love about it is that it's been giving me like that passion back to get into digital marketing, get back into like a side hustle mindset, which I love. So one of the issues that I have been having with growing my side hustle is my full-time job. And I have been doing some research. I have been listening to a lot of Dan Co. By the way, that guy is great. If you haven't listened to Dan Co, like I highly suggest you go check out his channel. Like that guy, he puts out so much information, so much good content that you just give him a listen and then just come back and in the comments, hey Daniel, I listened to this guy. He's very solid. Like, thank you. You're welcome. All right, so yeah, like a lot of the issues that I have been having with having a full-time job is how do you balance going from your job to working on your side hustle, and how do you maintain that level of I guess giving it 100 to both, which I had that in the beginning. I had that in the past, like a few years ago, where I was like, you know what, I can balance my job, I can give it 100%, I can balance my side hustle, give it 100%. And I was very good at that. However, it got to a point where I was failing at one of them, and I left my side hustle to the side, and I gave the energy and my attention to my job, which it gave me a short term, like it gave me a short benefit. Like, yeah, I got promoted. Yes, I got what I wanted to get. However, like my side hustle suffered. And in the long run, it's been a couple of years now. I'm like, I don't want to say I'm regretting it, but I am thinking like, man, where would I be with my side hustle if I would have stayed, if I would have kept doing what I was doing? And this video, I guess, is just sharing some of the things that I have learned, some of the things that I have, you know, overcome, which have definitely helped me. And I just want to give you some tips just in case, you know, if you're going through the same thing, if you are thinking about starting a side hustle, but you have a full-time job and you're like, wait, I don't know how to balance both. Hopefully this video will give you, you know, a little bit of an idea of how I've been able to do both at a high, like very efficiently, and still like giving a lot of output to both. And I feel like it is very easy to maintain. All right, so the first thing that I want to talk about is, what are you looking to obtain? What are you looking to achieve with your side hustle? Are you looking to make extra money? Are you looking to fill some empty time that you have? Or are you looking to learn a new skill and potentially translate that into a side income? So what is your objection? Like, what are you trying to achieve? I think personally for me, now that I started digital marketing and I've learned all these new skills, for me, it was beneficial because, as you guys know, I have the marketing agency, and like it was beneficial for me to learn those skills that were going to allow me to help my clients make even more money and get more leads. So I went into this with the idea or the mindset of, okay, I'm gonna learn new skills, which I'm gonna have XYZ return. My question to you is, like, what are you trying to get out of your side hustle? Is it earning more money? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If we all know, like, the way things are right now, a little bit of extra money helps everybody, especially like for groceries. You guys know groceries, gas, rent, everything is going up. So a little bit of extra money is definitely worth it right now. And I'm not gonna hit you with a get clear on what you want. Just all I'm gonna say is, for now, think about your side hustle. What do you want to achieve? What is the outcome that you're trying to get? The next tip that I can give you is time management. Now, time management, this is, I think out of everything that I can talk about, I think this is the biggest thing for me. What was the biggest issue for me? And simply because my job is very easy to get caught into the rat race and the whole, oh, I have to achieve more, I want to do more, I want to keep growing up the ladder. Instead of working 10 hours, I'm going to work 12 hours because, you know, I want to get to the next level. And the company that I work for, it's constantly changing. It's constantly having updates. It's constantly putting on new products. So it is very easy to get caught into what can I do? Am I doing enough? Am I giving enough output to this company? Like, am I gonna get fired? Like, what is going on? So time management has been something that I'm actively working on, because I feel like sometimes I feel like, wait, I don't have enough time. Like, what am I gonna do? What pockets of time am I gonna put into the business? Could I be doing X, Y, Z? Like, what can I be doing? So what I've done for time management is, instead of trying to figure out what am I gonna do, or like, how am I gonna put all these things into how am I gonna do my whole daily life into one day, or like, how am I gonna put all these things into X amount of hours? What I've done is cut out things. And what that means is, so I have the most important tasks, which is going to work. Now I have to, when I'm at work, I have to make sure that I'm giving it 100%. I have to make sure that I'm giving enough output so I feel fulfilled and I feel like I'm doing a good enough job. So I can, you know, keep growing in the company, because I do like my job. I enjoy my job. How do I give enough output instead of doing 12 hours, I'm only doing 10 to 11 and I'm still giving it 100%. All right. So that's the first thing. How do I do that? I wrote it down and then now it's actually manageable. And then the next thing is, what am I doing with the time outside of work? Am I wasting too much time just on social media? Am I scrolling too much? Like, look at your screen time. I guarantee you, if you look at your screen time and how much screen time you're wasting, why are you on Instagram so much? Why are you on YouTube so much? Are you learning? Are you like studying? Or like, are you just wasting time just scrolling? Because I'm telling you, it is very easy to waste time just scrolling on social media. Definitely look at your screen time and I guarantee you, you can shave some time there. The next thing is, am I spending too much time hanging out with my friends? Now, this doesn't mean like, if you are hanging out with your friends and you guys are being productive and you guys are actually like figuring things out to grow your business, and every time you hang out, like it actually helps, it's beneficial, then by all means just keep doing that. Like I'm not trying to separate any friends. Now what I'm saying is, for me, it's like, okay, instead of hanging out with my friends like 5 or 6 times a week, maybe I can just do it like 3 or 4 times a week, and those extra hours that I just gained back, now I can put it into my business. Am I going to the gym? Am I resting too much in between sets? Or can I shave it down a little bit, and instead of resting 2 minutes, can I do a minute and still get like the good enough workout where I'm getting, I'm getting the pump, I'm getting the workout, and I'm getting my body like good enough recovery? Or do I need those extra 2 to 3 minutes? Now, this all goes back to time management in your screen. Like when you're at the gym and in between sets, are you checking social media, or like are you replying to text, or are you like focused on your workouts, which in extent, instead of having a 2-hour workout, now you have a 1.5 or hour 15 versus the extra 45 minutes that you lost checking social media. So it all like ties in together. So time management, definitely something that I highly recommend. The next tip that I want to give you is prioritize things based on impact. And what does that look like? For example, for my social media agency and my like the digital marketing space, again, tying it to social media, if I do go on social media and I want to look for inspiration, if I want to look for different videos that I want to make, if I want to look for a certain type of content that I want to make. Now, when I go on the app, am I going in there specifically for that? Or am I going in there to just mindlessly scroll and just like, what am I doing here, right? So when I do go on social media, now I'm being conscious of, hey, I'm over here looking for this. I'm not here to scroll around. I'm not here to, YZ, like I'm here for the content that I need to do, which is look for inspiration that's gonna help me to the next level of making better content and reach more people. Another way that we can look at that is, if you pick up the newspaper or if you pick up a book, are the books that you're reading, are they helping you get to the goal that you're trying to achieve? Or are you just like reading anything just because you want to check off a box? Like, for example, right now, like I'm reading certain books because I know they're gonna take me to where I wanna go, or I need to find certain answers to questions that I have. So I'm reading those types of books, even though they are different books that I wanna read. However, like I choose not to read those right now because they're not a priority. They're not gonna have the impact that I need. So I need to read what I need to read. Like, does that make sense? Whatever you do, it actually has an impact on the outcome that you're trying to achieve. The last thing that I have for you is setting boundaries. Setting boundaries, basically the way that I look at it and the way that I work it into my life is, if I create my schedule, if I create something that, or if I say that I'm gonna do something, then I try to stick to it, and I let people around me know like, hey, I have to do X, Y, Z, so I can't hang out with you at this time because, I have priorities and I have certain things that I wanna do. That doesn't mean that I don't love you. That doesn't mean that I don't wanna be with you. It just simply means that I need to do this right now. And I think if you're just starting to do a side hustle, or if you're about to or if you've been doing your side hustle, but you don't feel like people respect your boundaries, I think having those conversations up front, or having those conversations as soon as possible, it is definitely gonna be beneficial for everybody, because people are gonna know where you stand. Like they're gonna know like, hey, this guy or this gal, they have boundaries. Like they don't, they respect, like I have to respect their boundaries, or else like things are not gonna work out. Then that goes for like friendships or relationships. Like you have to set the boundaries for what's important to you, or else you're gonna waste time and then you're gonna regret it that you didn't set the boundaries before and now you're behind on your goals. Make sure that you are setting boundaries. Make sure like if you want to grow your side hustle, like obviously you prioritize it. You let people around you know like, hey, these are the things that I want to achieve, and I hope that you help me get to where I want to be. But if you don't, then obviously I'm gonna have to set some boundaries that we're not gonna be able to hang out every single day, or we're not gonna be able to go here because I have things that I need to get done. So I think setting boundaries, if you want to grow your side hustle, is definitely like vital. My recommendation is like look at areas in your life when you think you're not setting the boundaries that you need to set to get to the things that you want to do. And I definitely think that that's gonna help you, and it's gonna give you a better, like a more clear like path to where you want to go. And it will definitely let people know around you like, hey, this person's serious about their goals. So that's it. All right, guys. Hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the tips. If you did, or if you want to add anything, please put them in the comments, and I would love to read the comments. If you guys have anything that you specifically do that has helped your side hustle, that has helped your business, and that it can impact others, please let us know. All right. Have a good one. See you on the next one.